What is going on, everybody? Finally a video with the Fusion 360. So as you saw in the last video, I literally thought something was wrong with the helicopter or my transmitter, but it wasn't either of those things. You won't believe what it was. So obviously I'm an inexperienced RC pilot. So there's actually a button right here that's a binding button that puts the helicopter in binding mode, which I did not know, and in the manual it didn't really explain where that button was. It just said put your helicopter in binding mode and plug it in. So I thought you literally just plugged in the battery and it was automatically in binding mode. So there was nothing wrong with either the transmitter or the helicopter. As you saw in my recent short, I did do a little hovering test, but today is going to be the official flight with my Fusion 360, so I'm super excited. During the hover, everything did run really good. I checked the screws, checked all the hardware to make sure everything was nice and tight. It seems like everything's running really good, so let's get into a first flight here. For some reason also, see how I'm putting the throttle up? Actually, it's not that bad today. I gotta floor it for it to start, okay? And then I bring it back down. I don't know if you guys know how to fix that, but let's get this bird in the air. Takes off really nice. It does drift a lot right now too, but for now I'll just correct that. Oh my God, look at this thing, guys. Fusion 360. This thing is awesome. Oh my God, first official flight. My first time flying it right here. And it flies awesome. Oh my God, this thing is so cool. Definitely a great purchase. I'm flying in normal mode right now, and look, it actually takes off, it gets up in the air real fast. Flies a lot different than my 230, obviously. This thing is super fast. It does have a carbon fiber frame. I think it might have partially carbon fiber blades, or are these ones plastic? I didn't even really pay attention. I think they're full plastic. But it's got a nice sturdy landing gear. The tail rotor is belt driven, so that's kind of cool. When I purchased it, I didn't even actually know that until I started reading about it. I'm barely giving it throttle, and it's going as fast as my 230. Oh my God. This thing is crazy, and it sounds incredible. It's actually not that loud, and but the blades just sound so cool because they're so big. Oh my God, this thing is crazy, guys. Obviously, coming from a Nano, then a 230, and then this helicopter, this is nuts. It's so big. Well, big in my opinion, because I've been coming from smaller helicopters, and I can see this thing no problem from this distance. Literally no problem. It's got a nice bright canopy, and then being a bigger helicopter, it obviously makes it easier to see. Oh my gosh, this helicopter is awesome. I'm gonna definitely have to run a trim flight because it's drifting a lot right now. But I'll do a trim flight, do the calibration, check the servos and all that, make sure everything's good. But I really was anxious to get a first flight video with my 360. All right, I think I'm gonna try to throw it in flight mode 1. You know what? I'm gonna check this real quick, guys. It's controls really nicely. Very nice. All right, real quick, before I do flight mode 1, I'm gonna check forward programming, safe, stability, and flight mode 1 does have stability on. Okay, so I'm gonna try that out real quick. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I gotta floor it to get it spooled up, and then I just bring it down slowly. Kind of weird. Maybe I gotta mess with some settings. Takes off really nice though. Okay, so normal mode. Let's do flight mode 1. All right, flight mode 1. Woo! Might have to mess with those pitch curve settings. I can't believe how quiet this helicopter is. I feel like my 230 is all rattly, and I don't know, the gears and everything is so loud. Okay, so I'm not sure if I really noticed a difference between flight mode 1 and normal mode. Uh-oh, that was kind of weird. Oh, it wanted to shut off right there. Yeah, I'm definitely have to mess. I know that my settings are a little bit low. I'm gonna put it back in normal mode for now, because I didn't really mess with the pitch curve settings and throttle, so. So this is a very rough first flight. Just trying to get used to this. Gonna have to mess with the settings. Like I said, do the some calibrations and trim flight. I do have to correct it a lot right now to get it to hover here. But wow, this helicopter is awesome. Super impressed with it. It's definitely gonna be, I'm gonna have a lot of fun flying this one. Definitely need some tweaking with the settings, but obviously, you know, I just got this, so I'm gonna have a lot of learning and a lot of settings to mess with here. But look how nice this helicopter looks. Let's get it in the air here, get a nice hover, get a nice shot of this thing. See, it's wanting to drift a lot right now. Let me try to correct it real quick with my trim. Also, my timer isn't working, so that's definitely not good because I don't even know how long I've been flying so far. I only have one battery so far. It's a 3S. I think you can run 6S with these. I'm not too sure. Let me know in the comments if you guys know. Oh, also shout out to a subscriber. He told me how to bind this helicopter, so I really appreciate you, because without him commenting and telling me how to do it, I would probably still be stuck with not flying this thing. So I really appreciate you for helping me out. Definitely flies way different than my 230. It's gonna take some time to get used to. But I'm glad I was able to bind this thing and just fly. I was able to just bind it, pick it up, and fly with the settings from the manual. I love how much power this thing has. Definitely might need a bigger field for this one so I can really push this thing to its limit, like speed-wise. Give me more room to practice too. I just want to do a quick video at the normal spot today, just to get a video out there. First flight, this thing is amazing. I'm so happy with my purchase. I'll probably be sticking with the 230 and the 360 for a while. These will be my two helicopters I'll be flying. Now that I got this one up and running, I'm gonna be really practicing 3D agility mode with my 230. I think I'm noticing a slight loss of power, so it might be running low on battery, but I can't really tell. And it's not good that my timer didn't trigger. Woo, almost lost control there. I'm very impressed with this helicopter. For the price and the size of this thing, it flies amazing. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty nervous flying this thing. It's way bigger than any helicopter I've ever flown. Much faster. I'm taking it easy right now. It's drifting a lot too. I'm definitely gonna have to run those trim flights before my next flight here. I'll probably do that either tonight or the next morning that I fly. Man, it launches in the air so quick. And I'm just in normal mode, probably very low head speed too. So my first hover flight video, the YouTube short, I'm not gonna lie, my heart was racing, guys. I was so nervous to fly this thing. I don't know, it's always that first flight, you're just like freaking out. You don't want to crash. You don't know how your flight's gonna go. You don't know how it's gonna fly. You know how it's gonna react to everything, you know? It seems like the battery's doing pretty good. I wish I could check it. I would check it on my transmitter, but it's drifting too much right now. If I look down, I'm just gonna be gone. See if I can flip over to it. Okay, so it is almost dead. I got a lander. That was a pretty long flight, honestly. I honestly expected it to be a shorter flight, considering how big it is and how much power it probably takes. Also, it has 4 servos. It's belt driven. I don't know. I really got to learn a lot more about this helicopter. It is much different than the 230, but a lot of similarities. But this back here, I don't even know what's going on. I see bearings. I see the belt, all different kinds of screws. I got to figure out what's going on back here. I got to learn some more about this helicopter here, but I love this size. This is a perfect size. I love the canopy it came with. This helicopter is just awesome. I'm super glad I got this 360. I definitely recommend if anybody's looking for an upgrade, if you have a 230 or any other 330, this helicopter is great to go to next. It's really sturdy. Got the carbon fiber frame. This tail boom is beefy, man. That thing is awesome. Definitely don't want to bend that because that looks like it'd be very complicated to change that. I definitely got some learning to do here if I have to do some part changes here. Anyways, guys, it was a very short video. Finally, just showing you guys my Fusion 360. Get ready for tons of videos on this guy. Also, get ready for a lot of 3D and agility mode flying with my 230. I'm gonna put that thing. I'm gonna turn stability mode off, and I'm gonna try to do a flip. Okay, so it is half carbon fiber and half plastic, or maybe it's full carbon fiber. I'm not too sure, but the blades are nice. Everything here it's either aluminum. Yeah, I think it's aluminum. It looks just so nice. I'm so glad they didn't use too many plastic parts on this thing that could bend and break and bend from like torque and all that. Everything seems really durable on this helicopter. I did read a lot of people with the Fusion 360s have been running it fully stock for like 2 years, tons of flights, and have no problems. So I hope that's how it also goes for me. I'm gonna keep up with the maintenance, keep it clean, keep all the screws nice and tight. Only thing I might do is get a new canopy. I do really like this canopy, but it's kind of fun getting different canopies, so I might do that. But other than that, I'm gonna keep this thing basically stock. Maybe new landing gear, maybe, I don't know yet. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna run this thing stock for a while, get practice. Gotta mess with all the settings to see how this baby flies. But like I said, guys, it was a quick video. I'm so glad I figured out, well, my subscriber helped me out and told me how to bind this guy with the little button there. I can't believe it was that easy, and I thought something was wrong with my transmitter or the helicopter. In the next video, get ready for some 230 3D mode. Obviously a lot more 360 Fusion 360 videos. We're gonna have a lot of fun, guys. I'm so glad I added this helicopter to my collection. Thank you everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for the recent subs. Please like, subscribe, comment, turn that notification bell on, and I'll see you guys in the next one.